Hi Capricorn, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So this is your December 2017 general reading. You'll have a love reading up on the channel as well, Triple Cross, and I'm also going to be doing your live spreads for 2018. So we're going to have a look at what's coming in for Capricorn in terms of just general energy in the month of December 2017. Show me Capricorn, show me Capricorn, show me Capricorn. What's happening for Capricorn in December 2017? Show me Capricorn. Show me. Alright, so we're going to split the deck into three, like so. 1, 2, 3. We're going to collect that back up, like so. And let's start laying the first layer. Alright, I think that you guys are coming out of conflict. You've got the Five of Swords showing as the energies around you, Capricorn. I'm seeing you guys coming out of conflict in December 2017. The Five of Swords in the reverse is often about making peace in a situation. It's about having the strength and the confidence to make peace with an aggressive force, an aggressive person, somebody who wants to manipulate you or take you down, or an overpowering individual. And I think that you guys, the energies are around putting the past to the past, bygones, letting bygones be bygones, and making peace. What's influencing this is the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So the Queen of Swords in the reverse is somebody who cuts people out completely. But also this is a sense of resentment. And I do feel that for some of you guys, this could be a Libra person you're dealing with. It could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius individual. But it might be what's influencing this is that there has been, and I feel that there has been I think there's been real resentment with this Queen of Swords in the reverse for you guys here. Which is why the focus is on making peace. Okay, the focus is on reconciling differences with this Five of Swords in the reverse, because I think that a situation here has led to such a point of resentment, anger, possibly gossip, backbitching, which is all the traits of the Queen of Swords in the reverse. When she's reversed, she doesn't just go in. I mean, she goes in. She'll not only cut your ass off, she'll also bitch about you, talk about you, put you down. She'll lie about you. She will do a lot of bad stuff. She's probably, for me, the worst queen reversed, because she's a real danger. She's a very damaged individual, and she has the potential to do a lot of damage on people. So I feel for you guys, it's about making peace over a situation that involves resentment, anger, backbitching, arguments, that type of thing. Some of you guys, it might be, if you are the Queen of Swords in the reverse, it doesn't mean that this is because this is a different astrological sign to you, Capricorns, that this can't be you. Of course it can be. Can be any of these queens or any of these kings. If this is you, some of you guys might be feeling really cut off and alone. You might be feeling really upset, really low, really depressed. She's also a card that suggests somebody feels terribly, terribly depressed, which could mean why also you want to make peace with that Five of Swords in the reverse. This is about letting down your ego and saying, okay, let's make peace. Let's break bread at Christmas. What's starting all of this? What's the reason for all of this occurring? You guys have seen the light, Eight of Swords reverse. So some of you guys, you know, and it's funny because the Eight of Swords in the reverse means for me that you find a way to deal with the situation. It's about coming to reality, yes. But for me, the Eight of Swords in the upright is about reality as well. But this person with the Eight of Swords will refuse. If this is in the upright, somebody refuses. Now, if this was in the upright, I said this was somebody else. Because this is a card of refusal. This is somebody who's so hung up on their thoughts. This is somebody, for me, the Eight of Swords in the upright is also whereby you have a lot of ideas and you've got a lot of thoughts, you keep a lot of things in. And for me, the Eight of Swords in the upright is often like the Tower at reverse, because this is, for me, a card that somebody's repressing how they feel. They're so frustrated and so angry, but they never let it out because they don't know how to. But in the reverse, for me, this can also be a card that says that somebody's actually speaking to you. Somebody's actually communicating. So there might be communication while this is all happening with this Eight of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's letting something out. Somebody's telling you what's on their mind. They're not keeping it to themselves. And as a result of that, you've got the Sun, though, in the reverse. I think that it's either you or somebody else has taken time to respond to this, because the Sun in the reverse means delays. Also around this, if this is involving this Eight of Swords, somebody could have been communicating with you at how unhappy they were in a situation, how they felt maybe being let down, or maybe they felt that they didn't have any recognition from you. The Sun in the reverse, in the upright, this is about recognition and people that recognise us. We tend to be the stars, we tend to be out there. In the reverse, this is kind of like a lack of recognition for me, or this is delays, or things aren't going to plan with this Sun in the reverse. So somebody might have been communicating with you here, how they've been feeling with this Sun energy. But it could also be there's been clear and present communication here, but it's taken a bit of time with this Sun in the reverse for things to evolve from this. And your challenge might be a Queen of Swords. It might be, I feel, that this Queen of Swords here has been, you're either been communicating with this Queen of Swords reversed, or this person's been communicating with you. But I think your challenge is somebody who holds deep resentment. I don't think that this is per se the situation overall. I think it's a one-sided thing. It might be an air sign that you're dealing with. Okay, I think that there is somebody who holds a deep resentment around some of you Capricorns. These challenges the Queen of Swords in the reverse, as I said, could be an air sign, or it could be somebody who takes a lot of stuff to heart and they build up resentment and hate. And I think that your challenge is this, which is why you're looking at, with this Five of Swords, you're looking at harmonising the situation now. The most likely outcome from this situation will be the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is all about charisma. And it's all about things that are ready to be initiated. And I think with the King of Wands, just looking at the jokiness of this card, of this person here, it doesn't really indicate to me that this person is, you know, that this situation involves somebody who's taking the piss, or somebody who's got some bad intentions. So I've got a hair on my face, I hate that. But the most likely outcome will be, I think that things should go okay. You've got this King of Wands. Where is that rogue hair coming from? This King of Wands in the reverse. It might be that there's a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries person around you. But I feel that there will be, this is time, I feel, with this King of Wands showing here as the most likely outcome for things to be repaired in this relationship. Because it's the go-ahead card. When you get the King of Wands in the upright, it's time. It's time to make those changes. It's time to initiate those things that you want to initiate. There it is. Coming in, what you'll experience, there's a King of Pentacles here. So around some of you Capricorns, and actually this could be you. And King of Pentacles is somebody who knows his own value, his or her own value. But this can also be somebody who's very cautious as well. This could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo person that you're experiencing coming in. We've got two kings here. That's interesting. Find out what's going on. Right now, the external factors are showing a love. I think that and if this is you, because it's the you now stroke external factor position, if this is you Capricorn, you are ready to offer love. You're filled with love. You're open to the notion of love. If it's the external factor, then this is to do with some form of, I think it's an offering with this Ace of Cups. I also feel that the external factors are showing a situation that incurs healing, because Ace of Cups is all about healing. What you'll experience coming in, though, is the Five of Coins. And this could be a rejection showing up here with this Five of Coins energy showing here. The fears are, I feel, with the Emperor card. And this is about not putting boundaries in place. So for some reason, you're fearing with this Emperor. You're either fearing that this person... And I could see how the Queen of Swords and the Emperor in the reverse would be the same individual. Queen of Swords reverse represents somebody who harbours resentment. They harbour anger. They can be a bit of a bitch. They can be somebody who puts lots of swords in your back. This person is a very hateful individual sometimes when she's in the reverse. She doesn't really understand how to deal with the situation properly, so she tends to internalise a lot of anger and a lot of hate. And usually that tends to manifest in the way that she speaks in her actions. I feel that if this is the case, being your challenge at Queen of Swords, your fears might be with this Emperor in the reverse. And it might be that this person, Queen of Swords reverse and Emperor reverse, are the same person. That this person will really be somebody who's quite tyrannical, quite dictatorial, because you do have this Five of Pentacles, which is a rejection card, or this is lack, or this is that this situation lacks a solid foundation for the both of you, Capricorn. And as a result of that, I feel that your fears will be the Emperor in the reverse. An Emperor's reverse usually represent the inability to lay down firm boundaries. Okay, and it's almost like what I'm looking at here is that, you know, in your external factors, I'm seeing healing. You guys want some healing here, and as a result of that, you're focusing on coming out of conflicts with the Five of Swords in the reverse. Because in the foundation, the reason that all of this is happening is I think somebody's speaking up, but I also feel that you found a way to resolve an issue with that Eight of Swords reverse. But I think that as a result of that, there have been delays around this, because I think that somebody has their guard up against you and they're very resentful towards you with this Queen of Wands, Swords in the reverse. But the most likely outcome is, I think that there will be agreement, King of Wands in the upright. I think that you're going to have the go-ahead on this. I think things might turn out okay after a period of time. You do have a King of Pentacles showing up, but I think that this is you guys being quite cautious around this situation. And I feel that it's because, or you're being quite cautious, and what you'll experience is, I think that this is you guys, and I think that you guys are rejecting an individual here, because your fears are that this person is going to try and assume a place of power. This is someone you can't compromise with. You're trying to compromise with them. They're showing up as somebody you can't compromise with because they're a Queen of Swords. This is your challenge position, Capricorn. This person you can't compromise with is a Queen of Swords in the reverse. You can never compromise with an Emperor or a Queen of Swords in the reverse. They're just not like that. Especially with the Queen of Swords reverse, she sees it as being very difficult at seeing anybody else's point of view except for her own. Queen of Swords in the upright is very fair. She will listen. But she is a very, very self-assured character. This person tends to be far more insecure and internalises it. So she thinks that if she has an argument with one person, everybody is arguing with her. She's a very suspicious character. So you've got a challenge of this individual here, but you want to make peace with the person. And it, more than likely, with this King of Wands in the overall outcome, you guys are just going to have to use your charm and your charisma. Excuse me, I just need to get a drink. I do feel, though, that you are going to be overly cautious because you're going to be looking at the reality of this situation from a very mature perspective with this King of Pentacles energy showing here. You will be looking at improvements. I'm reading this as you guys. I think you're going to be looking at improvements, but I think that you're looking at the situation literally for what it is. He's a king, so he's all-knowing. And I think that as a result of that, you guys are going to be deciding that you don't want to do this with the Five of Pentacles, because your fears are, well, if I allow this person back in with the Emperor energy, what they'll do is they'll try and enforce their ideas on me. And there's no compromising with this individual. The outcome as a result of that then is the Eight of Wands. Okay, I'm not seeing progress. I mean, there could be communication in the outcome, but the outcome with the Eight of Wands as a result of these cards, because remember, with each of the cards, every card changes the meaning. So as the cards interlink with each other, they'll change the meanings on there. So for me, it wouldn't make sense to say there's communication in the outcome. There might be communication, but I feel that there is some form of involvement in this situation, and it might be that some of you guys decide to release, because the Eight of Wands also means to release. So it might be that you guys decide that you want to release a situation here in the outcome. Let's get some clarifiers. A very interesting reading, actually, Capricorn. Why is the external factors showing as the Ace of Cups for Capricorn in December 2017? Why is the external factors showing as the Ace of Cups? Alright, so I feel that you want to heal a situation that involves somebody who wasn't giving, because you got the Six of Coins in the reverse. So the Ace of Cups means to heal. And why do you want to heal the situation? Well, because somebody wasn't investing in this relationship. I think that between both cards, this is kind of telling me that you guys want to reconcile with an individual. Because in your foundation, you've got this Eight of Swords reversed. And what's the Eight of Swords about in the foundation? Why have we got the Eight of Swords reversed in Capricorn's foundation for this reading? Two of Wands. I think that you guys here, I think that you have found a way with this Eight of Swords. And I think there's a realisation here with the Eight of Swords that you do want to venture forth in terms of a partnership with whoever this person is. But as a result of that, you guys have experienced the Sun in the reverse. And why has Capricorn experienced the Sun in the reverse? Well, I think that you've experienced a delay in this situation, Capricorn, because it requires that somebody, and I think it's this Queen of Swords as he challenged, takes down their boundaries. It requires that somebody actually opens up to you. Okay, whether this had been upright, this would have been, well, you're experiencing the Sun in the reverse because somebody is far too private and they're far too stubborn. But we turn the words around and say, well, why you experience the Sun in the reverse? Well, because this person doesn't want to take down their boundaries. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse means to take down one's boundaries, to open up, to come out of the comfort zone. And I think somebody doesn't want to do that, because your challenge is the Queen of Swords reversed. Why is Capricorn's challenge the Queen of Swords reversed? Well, this person always feels that they're in the right because of the King of Swords. Okay, this person, look, with the tarot, yes, King of Swords is a fair ruler, and he'll always do things through belief, just. But remember, what one person's justice is doesn't mean it's another person's justice. Okay, you are experiencing your challenge as a Queen of Swords reversed. Okay, so your challenge might be, I mean, this Queen of Swords reverse might be you. It might be that your challenge is cutting yourself off completely. Why is that? Because there's a King of Swords reverse. Because of a King of Swords. It might be that there is, I think that this is possibly an air sign individual. Okay, it might be, I mean, when I look at these two cards being a challenge, because what I'm seeing here is you want to reconcile some differences. In your external factors, it's about healing with this Ace of Cups, a situation with the Six of Pentacles where you weren't receiving, because the Six of Coins is in the reverse is about no give and take. You want to heal a situation in which there was no give and take. So for me, that's, if we were to use one word on that, Capricorn, it would be about reconciling a difference, because in your foundation, I feel that you have finally gained the insight that you need, how you deal with a situation, and that insight is on how you perhaps repair a partnership here with the Two of Wands. How do you venture forward in that? But I feel that your challenge is that there have been delays around that, because somebody is unwilling to take down their guard with that Four of Pentacles, and as a result of that, your challenge is this Queen of Swords in the reverse. Now, your challenge is somebody who's very hateful, perhaps very resentful, somebody who tends to have cut you out completely, potentially. And I think it's because the King of Swords is influencing this Queen of Swords. I think it's somebody who really does feel that they're in the right. This is going to be somebody who's very, very difficult to take down these boundaries. This King of Swords, he's a just and fair ruler. But at the end of the day, his justice is his justice. It's not always our justice. You might go to court and you might have, as a prosecutor, a King of Swords, somebody who's fair and just in their assessment of situations. But you might say, oh, I'm sorry, I nicked a loaf of bread because I was hungry. But the King of Swords would be like, well, you shouldn't have stolen it because it's against the law. But you'll be like, I know it's against the law, but I was really hungry. What else was I meant to do? So this person's justice comes from what they believe to be right on a very logical playing field. So this Queen of Swords in the reverse for me is somebody who believes that it's right with this King of Swords energy to do what they do. And it might be very detrimental to you, Capricorn, but it's not detrimental to them. This is probably how this person's being raised. And as a result of that, the focus for you will be how do you reconcile the differences with the Five of Swords? And why is it that the energies around Capricorn for December 2017 are the Five of Swords reversed? Why is it that the energies around Capricorn are the Five of Swords reversed? Well, you want to reconcile your differences because you miss this person, Five of Cups. You miss them. You miss the friendship. You're still hurting. You know, you are dealing with, I think here, Capricorn, you're far more emotionally giving than this individual is. This individual, and I'm looking at it from the challenge position. What I'm looking at here is somebody in the challenge. You're challenged by a Queen of Swords because of the King of Swords. Now, you might be challenged by a person, a friend, who's cut completely off from you. They might have cut off from you because they've got a partner that told them to do that. Because this could be somebody who says to the Queen of Swords in the reverse, you know what, look what that person did to you. You know, look what Capricorn did. You really want Capricorn as a friend, do you? Cut that person's ass off, because the King of Swords will always think that he's in the right, because it's pertaining to what he logically sees as being right. So you might be dealing with somebody who says, cut that bitch's ass off. Sorry for the word bitch, guys, sorry. But cut Capricorn's ass off. Look what they did. You might have completely good reasons for whatever you did to this individual. And I think you might have done something. I don't know whether you did. I don't think you did anything. I think it's the other person's issue. Because you're trying to reconcile a difference. And it's because of the, I mean, you could be you. Because you got the Six of Coins. Six of Coins is a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo card. So it could be you. You might be trying to heal a rift in a relationship with that Six of Coins in the reverse. Because now you see that you could perhaps work together with this individual with that Eight of Swords and the Two of Wands. But there has been a delay, and it's this area here. Why, if you want to work together in a partnership, why is there a delay? Might be a delay, excuse me, might be a delay because this person doesn't want to trust you. Four of Coins in the reverse. They don't want to let their guard down to you. So it could be that it's you. But on the other hand, it might be this. If it's you, then I think that your challenge is getting this person to open up to you with the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Because I think that somebody's telling them that they shouldn't. King of Swords. And this person thinks that they're right. If it's this person that's done something to you, Capricorn, well, your challenge is going to be getting them to come out of, you know, seclusion. It's getting them to overcome hurt. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Often somebody who's got very, very deep hurting feelings. And she becomes very resentful because of it. And why is that? Because she feels that it's just and it's right that she acts in this way. She thinks that she's completely within her right. And that's why you guys are trying to reconcile a difference. Five of Swords in the reverse. Because you're hurting and you miss this individual, whoever they are. The most likely outcome from all of this will be the King of Wands. And what's the reason for the King of Wands as the most likely outcome? What's the reason for the King of Wands? Well, you've got a breakthrough. The Ace of Swords. I'm seeing success here with the King of Wands because I think you're going to have a breakthrough in communication. I think there's somebody here who wouldn't communicate with you. Queen of Swords in the reverse is somebody who cuts you off dead. They really do. And they'll dislike you afterwards. They'll cut you off dead and then they'll be like, that bitch, that cow, that bastard. Sorry, I don't think you're allowed to swear on YouTube anymore, are you? But they'll be like, nah, I ain't giving them a chance. Screw them. Look what they did. That's it. This person harbours, Queen of Swords harbours a lot of hurt, Capricorn. So it's going to be very difficult. But I think that you guys, you've got success as the most likely outcome. Because I do see communication here as the most likely outcome from this individual. Coming in though, you'll experience the King of Pentacles. And what's the King of Pentacles about? Why is Capricorn going to experience the King of Pentacles coming in? Well, I feel that you guys will be experiencing the need or the want to invest in this situation. You want to improve it. Because I think that you do see a future with this Three of Wands. I think that you're seeing a future. I think you want to invest in this situation. I think that you want to... I think that you want to make peace with this King of Pentacles, energy in the image. I see this as you guys. What you're doing is you're looking at the value of it. Is it something that is really going to enhance my life as a King of Pentacles would think? Because he does. He looks at his pentacle and he says, right, I'm in a place of power. And he's a good card in the upright. So I'm in a place of power. And what I'm looking at now is I'm looking at, well, will this enhance the relationship? If I put my money where my mouth is, if I truly make the effort with the King of Pentacles energy, because I'm a grounded individual as a Capricorn, will this manifest what I want? Because I do see a future with this situation. However, what you're going to experience is the Five of Pentacles coming in. Why is the Five of Pentacles coming in? Why will Capricorn experience the Five of Pentacles coming in? Well, I think that you're going to experience, for some of you guys, an unstable situation with this individual. I think that you're also, perhaps some of you guys, are going to be rejected by this individual. And I think it's because this person feels unstable with the Two of Pentacles. They might think it's a little bit, they might think it's a little bit, or it's too much of a gamble with this Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles can be where you're thinking, well, it's a little bit of a gamble to do this. So it might be that you experience a little bit of a rejection here because this person feels that it's a bit too much of a gamble. It's either that you're doing this or this person's doing this. Your fears will be the Emperor reversed, or it could be a hope. Why is Capricorn's fears or hopes the Emperor reversed? Show me. Because of the Fool. I think that your hopes are really with this Emperor. It's either that this person, because the Emperor in the upright can mean somebody who doesn't compromise. Very difficult to change an Emperor's mind. But in the reverse, this person is tending to lower, or they're tending to lower the boundaries. So your hopes will be that this person will lower their boundaries, perhaps because you want a fresh start for Fool. They'll lower their boundaries and they'll take a chance on the friendship with the Fool energy. The outcome shows the Eight of Wands. And what's the reason for the Eight of Wands and the outcome for Capricorn? What's the reason for the Eight of Wands? No. I'm seeing a release of this situation here, or somebody's going to be communicating that the relationship is over. Three of Cups in the reverse. Three of Cups in the reverse means delays, failed projects, severance in relationships and friendships. I think somebody's either telling you with that Eight of Wands, you get a message that this person really doesn't want to continue with the friendship perhaps, or this is a case of releasing the situation because somebody doesn't want, and it's coming off the back of this Five of Pentacles, where I'm seeing a rejection here because somebody thinks it's too much of a gamble. And I don't think it's you, because I'm seeing you guys wanting to restore a relationship. I think that for some of you, you received some interim communication from this individual. And I think that you will very, very much be looking into investing and into reconciling differences with that King of Pentacles. I think this is something that you take very seriously, Capricorn, because you do see a future with that Three of Wands. You do want to launch something new in terms of this friendship. You know? And I think it's the other person that's doing this. I think it's the other person, because I don't read it as you, because you look like you want to reconcile a difference with an individual. Alright? If it's you, then it's somebody else that wants to reconcile a difference with you. So it's two ways. It could be another person trying to reconcile a difference with you. In other words, you might be this Queen of Swords as a challenge. So your challenge might be yourself as the Queen of Swords. But if it's somebody else, this person's not letting their guard down, because they think that they're completely in the right with this King of Swords, or somebody's influencing them to do this. Let's quickly get this reading again, Capricorn. In December 2017, I'm seeing that you guys want to perhaps heal a rift. Six of Pentacles in the reverse means that somebody is not, there's no give and take in a relationship. So I feel that, and the Ace of Cups is all about healing. So I'm seeing you guys perhaps wanting to heal a rift with those two cards, Capricorn. Because in your foundation, I feel that you have reached a conclusion, and you have reached a certain amount of understanding that what you want to do is you want to repair this relationship, this partnership. You actually want to take this relationship in a new direction. But I think that you experience delays because somebody is afraid to let their guard down to you with the Four of Coins in the reverse, and sometimes this can be a Capricorn. So even if this is you guys who have understood that you want to open up and take a new direction in this friendship, for some of you, you might be a little bit kind of held back. You might hold yourself with that Sun card in the reverse, because it might be that you're afraid to let down your guard. So this is either way. It's either that somebody's doing this to you or you're doing it to somebody. As a result of that, the challenge is this Queen of Swords. I think there's somebody around you. If this isn't you, then there's somebody around you who's very resentful. And they're resentful. They're very resentful. I think that they've cut you out, and I think that this person is very difficult to communicate with this Queen of Swords in the reverse. And it's because they feel that they're just enough to do this. They've got their ideas. They've got their ideas of something that you did has made them do this. Or it might be that they're very resentful. They're cutting you out completely because somebody else told them that it's the right thing to do. But that's why you guys want to heal. It's either you or somebody else wants to heal this relationship. Five of Swords in the reverse. Because you're missing them. You're either missing a person or they're really missing you. The most likely outcome will be the King of Wands. You could have some success in this situation. I am seeing movement with this King of Wands energy, because I am seeing some form of communication coming in. There's a breakthrough. I'm seeing in the immediate future, though, perhaps looking at how you can improve the situation, maybe with this King of Pentacles energy. Because I think that some of you guys do see a future in this. But I feel that what you'd experience coming in is either a rejection with the Five of Pentacles, or this is a very unstable situation with that Five of Pentacles. And that's because of the Two of Coins. Okay, so it might be that, you know, there's a rejection going on here because this person feels unstable. They feel kind of a little bit unbalanced concerning the situation, or they might feel it's too much of a gamble. Alternatively, it could be you guys that reject someone because you feel that this would be too much of a gamble, especially if it's the other way around and somebody's trying to break bread and reconcile a difference with you. Your hopes would be, I'm reading this two ways. If it's a hope, it would be to let down, this person perhaps let down their guard with that Emperor energy and takes a chance with the Fool. If it's a fear, especially if somebody wants to reconcile with you, Capricorn, it could be that if you let down your boundaries here, you will be the Fool, or you're going to let a Fool in, somebody who really doesn't care. And the outcome shows, I'm seeing either way, there's going to be some communication coming in, perhaps with that Eight of Wands. that there is no dice here. There's no agreement with that Three of Cups in the reverse. I'm seeing information coming in that there's no agreement. Okay, or this could be you guys releasing this situation because there is no agreement. There's no friendship here. You can't see how you can reconcile the difference with that Three of Cups in the reverse. Very interesting reading, Capricorn. Let's get your advice. Universe, Spirit, what's the advice on this reading for Capricorn for December 2017? What is the advice that you have for Capricorn? Show me. It says imperfect timing. In perfect timing, something will happen with this situation. In perfect timing, there will be big happy changes. Okay? So you just need to be patient. If you are the one that's wanting to reconcile the difference, you got to be patient, because in perfect timing, there will be big happy changes. If somebody wants to reconcile the difference with you, Capricorn, don't worry about it. And if you don't want to do that, don't worry, because in perfect timing, there's going to be big happy changes for you anyway. Alright, that's your reading, Capricorn. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. Take care.